Airport security is entering a new era in 2026, with regulations becoming more stringent and enforcement more sophisticated than ever before. Travelers are finding that even everyday items, once considered harmless, can now trigger confiscations at checkpoints. These changes are driven by advances in screening technology and a global push for harmonized security standards. As a result, items like supplements, smart luggage, and certain cosmetics are increasingly at risk. Staying informed about these evolving rules is essential to avoid unexpected delays and ensure a smooth journey. Understanding what's allowed and what's prohibited can make all the difference in your travel experience. In recent years, airport security has entered what experts call the era of silent confiscations. Rather than making public announcements, authorities quietly introduce new restrictions through internal updates and advanced technology. Travelers often discover these changes only when their belongings are unexpectedly flagged or removed. 3 major shifts now define this landscape: the deployment of AI-powered X-ray scanners that analyze risk patterns with unprecedented precision, the harmonization of item restrictions across international airports to create a more unified approach, and the adoption of zero-ambiguity policies that leave no room for uncertain items. If an object cannot be clearly identified or classified, it is immediately confiscated. No warnings, no exceptions. These measures are designed to streamline security and minimize threats, but they also mean passengers must be more vigilant than ever about what they pack. Supplements and powders have become a major focus for airport security in recent years. Items like protein powder, collagen, electrolyte mixes, herbal supplements, and even powdered baby formula are now frequently flagged by advanced AI scanners. These systems analyze the density and composition of particles, which can sometimes resemble those of controlled substances. As a result, travelers carrying powders may experience delays as their bags are pulled aside for further inspection, including chemical swab tests. To minimize hassle, it's recommended to pre-portion powders into small, clearly labeled packets under 12 ounces. Anything more is likely to trigger additional scrutiny and slow down your journey. Smart luggage has become a popular choice for travelers, but new airport security regulations have changed how these bags are handled. In 2026, authorities now require that any battery inside smart luggage must be both removable and properly declared at security checkpoints. If a suitcase contains a built-in or hidden battery that cannot be removed, it is likely to be confiscated, regardless of its brand or features. Additionally, many airports now mandate that batteries be carried separately in your hand luggage rather than checked in. Handles with integrated power banks, GPS tracking suitcases with sealed batteries, and smart backpacks with non-removable chargers are all subject to these rules. To avoid losing your luggage, ensure that any battery is easily accessible and meets the latest safety requirements. Security regulations have become much stricter regarding small tools and carry-on luggage. Items such as mini screwdrivers, metal nail files, and compact bike repair kits are now automatically prohibited. This is because airport authorities classify anything capable of puncturing, scraping, twisting, or cutting as a potential threat. Even if these tools seem harmless or are part of everyday kits, they can trigger confiscation at the checkpoint. Travelers are advised to pack such items in checked baggage or leave them at home to avoid delays and loss. These updated rules reflect a broader effort to minimize risks and streamline security screenings for all passengers. Many travelers are surprised to learn that their favorite cosmetics can now pose a problem at airport security. Updated international flammability standards mean that products like aerosol sprays, aftershaves, and perfumes with high alcohol concentrations are subject to stricter scrutiny. Advanced scanners are designed to detect volatile compounds, and if your cosmetic appears too concentrated or lacks proper labeling, it may be confiscated on the spot. Even items you've packed for years without issue could trigger a security alert under these new rules. To avoid delays or loss of personal items, it's best to stick to travel-sized containers and ensure all products are clearly labeled. Unlabeled or oversized bottles are especially risky. Staying informed about these changes can help you move through security more smoothly. High-density snacks, including energy bars and frozen foods, are increasingly drawing attention from airport security. These items can obstruct X-ray imaging, making it difficult for scanners to distinguish them from prohibited materials. As a result, tightly packed or particularly dense food products are more likely to be flagged for inspection. Security officers may pull aside bags containing these snacks to ensure there are no hidden threats. To minimize delays, travelers are advised to spread out snacks in their luggage rather than stacking them together. Understanding these new protocols can help passengers avoid unnecessary scrutiny and keep their journey on track. Airport security has become increasingly vigilant about power banks, especially those exceeding new watt-hour limits. In 2026, the threshold for carry-on batteries has been lowered in some countries, with strict enforcement at checkpoints. Unbranded, oversized, or unlabeled power banks are frequently confiscated, as they pose potential safety risks due to overheating or fire hazards. Security officers now check for clear labeling and manufacturer information to ensure compliance. If your power bank lacks these details or appears swollen or damaged, it will likely be removed from your bag. Travelers are advised to carry only reputable brands with printed capacity to avoid delays and loss of devices. A clear pattern is emerging in airport confiscations. It's not always the inherently dangerous items that get flagged, but those that scanners struggle to identify with certainty. Advanced AI-powered security systems now focus on ambiguity, meaning anything that appears unusual or unclear on a scan is subject to closer inspection. Items with dense packaging, opaque containers, or concealed compartments often trigger alerts simply because their contents cannot be easily verified. This shift reflects a new zero-ambiguity policy, where uncertainty itself becomes grounds for confiscation. As a result, travelers may find everyday objects pulled aside, not due to risk, but because they present identification challenges for security technology. Understanding this trend is crucial for packing smarter and avoiding unnecessary delays. Travel locks, once considered a simple way to secure your luggage, have become a source of unexpected trouble at airport security checkpoints. Non-TSA approved locks are now flagged by advanced AI scanners, which interpret them as sealed compartments that could conceal prohibited items. As a result, bags with these locks are frequently pulled aside for manual inspection, and in some cases, security officers may be forced to cut them open. Even if the contents are harmless, the presence of a non-approved lock can trigger delays and inconvenience. To avoid these issues, travelers are advised to use only TSA-approved locks with traceable serial numbers, ensuring smoother passage through security. Oversized chargers and adapters are now under heightened scrutiny at airport security checkpoints. Devices from unknown brands, in particular, can resemble power modules used for prohibited equipment, making them a frequent target for inspection. Advanced AI scanners are programmed to flag these items due to their unusual size and appearance. If your charger or adapter is bulky, unbranded, or lacks clear labeling, it may be confiscated or require additional screening. To avoid delays, travelers are advised to use compact, well-labeled charging devices from reputable manufacturers. This simple precaution can help ensure your electronics pass through security smoothly. Travelers often pack first aid kits for peace of mind, but new airport security regulations have made certain items within these kits problematic. Scissors, metal tweezers, compressed dressings, and needle kits are now considered restricted due to updated blade and density rules. Even if these tools are part of a prepackaged kit, security officers may remove them during screening. The rationale behind these changes is to prevent any item that could puncture or cut from entering the cabin, regardless of its intended use. As a result, travelers may find their kits emptied of essential tools. To avoid delays or confiscation, it's best to purchase airport-safe first aid kits or pack restricted tools in checked luggage. Lithium batteries are now under heightened scrutiny at airport security checkpoints, especially when concealed inside electronic devices like cameras, drones, and gaming consoles. Advanced scanners in 2026 can detect these batteries and even trigger them to auto-activate, revealing their presence. If a hidden lithium cell is identified and activates during scanning, security officers may remove the device from your bag for further inspection. This can result in delays and, in some cases, confiscation of the item. Travelers should ensure that all electronics are declared and that batteries are easily accessible for inspection. Proper labeling and following airport guidelines can help prevent unexpected issues at security. Staying aware of these rules is essential for a smooth travel experience. Airport security has become increasingly sophisticated, with advanced AI scanners now capable of detecting liquids hidden inside items that appear solid. Products like shampoo bars with liquid cores, liquid-filled toys, and therapeutic beads are being flagged more frequently. The technology analyzes internal movement and density, making it difficult for concealed liquids to pass unnoticed. Even makeup compacts or cooling towels with liquid elements can trigger additional inspection. Travelers may be surprised when seemingly harmless items are pulled aside for further screening. This heightened scrutiny is part of a broader effort to eliminate ambiguity and ensure safety. To avoid delays, it's best to pack only clearly labeled and easily identifiable items. Sealed opaque containers have become a major target under the latest airport security regulations. Items such as thick metal tins, unlabeled jars, and heavy food cans are automatically flagged because advanced scanners cannot see inside them clearly. This lack of visibility raises concerns for security staff, as concealed contents could pose unknown risks. As a result, these containers often lead to bag inspections and potential confiscations, even if the items inside are harmless. Travelers are advised to avoid packing any sealed, opaque containers to minimize delays and complications during screening. Clear, labeled packaging is now essential for a smooth airport experience. As airport security continues to evolve, travelers in 2026 face the most rigorous scanning standards in recent memory. The key to a smooth journey lies in packing items clearly, using transparent containers, and labeling everything accurately. Staying informed about the latest regulations is essential, as rules can change quietly and without widespread announcement. By avoiding questionable products and ensuring all electronics and batteries are properly declared, you greatly reduce your risk of delays or confiscations. Remember, if security cannot easily identify an item, it's more likely to be flagged. Proactive preparation and attention to detail will help you navigate these new protocols with confidence and peace of mind.